Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa is not a financial planner. And if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, yeah, somebody subscribe because I'm on a bad number. And if I get one more subscriber, I'll be on a 7 number, which is very nice. Grandpa don't like anything but 7s. Okay, Tesla. What a day. Hey, we got Divergence big time again. I'm going to tell you about that here shortly. Okay, so Tesla, from high to low today, traded in $14.09 range from low to high. And we had a high today of 269.41, a low of 255.32. We closed at 269.19. The indexes, S&P was down just a little bit, and the NASDAQ was up a fair amount. Probably because Tesla way outperformed. Way outperformed. We are, that's just the way it is. Okay, so let's see here. Tesla was way oversold on Wednesday when we got the final dip down to 212.11. Then we were really oversold, and we got a record-breaking bounce, $50 by the next day up. And guess what? We are now up over $57 at 269.49 for a new high just before the close. And Tesla is now way overbought. So we will get a retracement down in the near future. Will it be Monday, or will Tesla break the 271 and keep running? That is the question. So the pivot point at 212.11, I still don't know positively. I should know, but I don't know if that is still our pivot point. Just bear with me a second here. I want to look at something. To see if I can find out about that pivot point, because we broke our last top pivot point was 265. I'm trying to figure something out here quick. Should have remembered to do that. Well, for right now, I'm running with 212.11 as our new bottom pivot point for the time being, at least. Okay. So like I say, we went up through our previous top pivot point of 265. So what's next? Well, what's next is divergence. Volume decreased today by 41 million shares on higher prices. 160 million shares bought and sold. But this is bearish. Will it bring us down Monday? Will it bring us down Tuesday? What's all I know is it's bearish for the stock. The dominant trend, however, is up up, 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 and nothing but up. Be careful, okay? Um, I want to take and show you the charts here. We have, and this will all make sense when I get to telling you where we're going to open at on Monday in Grandpa's opinion. Then it will make sense. We have a sell signal in the 15-minute chart. Relatively strong chart, not the strongest chart around, but it's relatively strong. We also have a sell signal in the 30-minute, which is a stronger chart. So take us over towards Monday, most likely. However, if you jump over to the 4-hour, it's nothing but a buy signal. 271 in your future, pretty likely. Pretty likely. And we'll look at the daily, and then I'll explain again why the dominant trend is up. These two candles are the reason the dominant trend is up. These engulfed into that one. This one didn't have to. But these, once we got the green candles here, there's 57 reasons why we have a buy signal right there. And we'll look at the weekly. Today is the last day of the weekly candle. And here it is. A lot of wick up there, people. A lot of wick. You get a lot of wick like this up here. And we could get another one of these tomorrow with more wick. Who knows? You just don't know. But yeah, we got pushed back down pretty hard on this candle in the weekly. So, but it takes 5 trading days to make one of these candles, just to make one. And that's, let's see, where's the body, top of the body on that thing? Right about 243 area. Fun to know where the bottom of that wick is on the top side. So, and of course the monthly, if the weekly, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly are all buy signals, the dominant trend is up. Here's your trend line going back up to the 414.50, 3 years back in November, which is going to be here real quick next week. And we are above the trend line. That is very bullish, but we were above the trend line here. But this time we got the whole body above the trend line. This trend line currently is going to bottom out around the 210 area, 209 area, somewhere in there, 210, 209. Is where she, that it will act as support on the bottom side now. So, let's see, I'll put it back on, what do you want to look at? The 15-minute? No. Let's look at well, I think I better leave it on that 15-minute and get at it here. Okay, so the dominant trend is absolutely up. We have nothing but a buy signal, and we got to get through 271. So upside resistance, where do we got resistance to the upside? What might possibly slow Tesla down? 271, that's what we got. 280, 284, 300, 363. The reason I even mentioned 363 is for several weeks, pre-market and after hours, they've been up there blinking, shorting at 363 periodically. Not a lot, but they've been doing it. So eventually, sometime in our future, I expect to see that number. I just don't have a clue when. On the downside, we have support at 265, actually 262 area, 261, 262 area, probably more realistic support on the bottom side. 250, 231.75. That number there should have stopped us on the way up. That's $20 above where we had the low on Wednesday, and it blew through it like it wasn't even there. We got just a little bit of a sell signal in the 1 minute briefly, and I think we got a little red candle in the 5 minute around the 232 area, and that's where Grandpa anticipated $20 up from the bottom that we were going to turn and go back down, and that was a mistake on Grandpa's part, believe me. Okay, and then down below that, of course, we have support at 218. Okay, fair opening price, and Grandpa calculates and calculates constantly. And for Monday the 10/28, I come up with a fair opening price of 264.70. 264.70, gapping down approximately $4.50 from the close today. And Grandpa nailed the opening today at 255. In my one I did on Thursday night, I gave the opening price of 255, and I finally got one right. I'm right 9 out of 10 times, but when I'm wrong, I'm really wrong. But yeah, I really think that I think this is a good one. I think we're going to open right about that 264.70 range on Monday morning. I think they're going to bring us down pre-market. I think they're going to gap us down. Okay, so Grandpa's opinion. Remember, trading is reactive, not predictive. That's why Grandpa gives opinions. Okay, and Grandpa's under the weather. I got Bobo's cold, and I'm not doing the Monday morning things. I'm just going to try to do one in the afternoon and muddle through it. But I ain't been feeling very good for a while. Okay, so Grandpa's opinion is reactive, not predictive. Okay, I'm still hyping about the 231.75 should have held us on Wednesday. And I've been seeing blinking down at 232. That's why it was important. So you got 231.75. That's right at 232, right? And I've been seeing them down there blinking, the market makers. That's the blinking Grandpa watches, and they've been down there at 232. And for, like I say, for the last several weeks, they've been up there in the 300 range, shorting as high as 363 for day after day after day for weeks. And now they stopped doing it. And when they stop doing it, it usually goes down. How long will they stop? I don't know. Yeah. For the first time in over several weeks, they've stopped. And they weren't doing much up there. They never do. They can. They rarely do a whole lot of that after hours, as far as the number of shares, but they've been doing it. No blinking to the top side, tells Grandpa. We are going to retrace downward, possibly. How far and when? So, really what Grandpa really thinks is we're maybe going to run sideways here. Going to run sideways in the 271 to 260 until the snap comes. But I think I think when they come down to the 261 area on Monday, I think that I think they're likely. I think you're going to likely see the 255 area again, possibly on Monday, just possibly. I'm not saying that that's all bearish, and I think our predominant war that we're going to have is going to be in the 250, 270 range. I think we'll eventually get in a range here, but it's a little bit too early to know 100% on it. Nobody knows. All I know is when she snaps, she's going to snap, and we're going to open down. We're going to open down at 264.70. That's Grandpa's opinion. Hey, we'll see on Monday later afternoon. I'll give you the opening price for Tuesday. That's all I know about that. If I see anything crazy on the weekend and I feel good enough, I'll come on talk to you about it. But for right now, that's where we're at. It's good times in Tesla. And it's an absolute buy signal, even though we haven't broke 271. When we break 271, it's going to be wild. Now, I could just see us breaking it and running up close to 280 and reversing right. As crazy as this thing is. Getting everybody on board going up, because they're going to get wildly bullish when it breaks if it breaks 271, and we can close up there, it'll be so bullish, everybody in America is going to be buying shares of Tesla. And that's just what they want, because when they take her up to the 277, 279 area and pull the plug and bring us down to 232, they're gonna wipe everybody out that's short in the 271 area going up to 279, and then they're gonna pull the plug on the guys going long and bring her down to 232. That is a doomsday scenario, but if I was a supercomputer, which I'm not, that's what I would do to you. Hey, think about eternity once in a while. And remember, Grandpa's not always right. Even when Grandpa gives the right signals and tells you it's a buy signal, doesn't mean Grandpa's doing the right thing all the time. You know that. Grandpa don't even hardly know numbers and that sort of stuff. Think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. See you later.